Well, a Thanksgiving Monday matinee brought the goals out on both sides. 15 goals between both the Kings and the Senators on Monday afternoon, with the Sens coming out with the 8-7 victory in overtime.
We did a lot of good things tonight. We had 3 pucks, I think, bounce in off of our own guys. Probably a couple that we'd like to have back, but the resiliency that we showed, we've talked about that a lot from day one, sticking with the process. And I like how we did tonight.
Very entertaining for the fans, but whenever you come out with a win, we'll take it. But I feel like that's just not going to be our style of hockey for the rest of the year. So there's going to be things that we need to clean up, but taking the 2 points whenever you can get them.
The script for this one started out fairly similar to the one on Saturday night in Montreal, with the team trailing 2-0 early, but it was Jake Sanderson on the power play to get the scoring started for the Sens, picking up his first of the season.
I thought the first period might have been our best period in many ways, and that's what I mean by sticking with it. I don't think we were flat at all. I thought, they got a few bounces that went in the net. Their power play was going a little bit, and give our guys a lot of credit. They stuck with the game.
After the Kings would add another one on in the second period's early stages, it was Zach McEwen who stepped up to get some momentum back with the Sens, and then eventually tied the game up in the later stages of the second period.
I was told from a young age to always shoot a roller, so I think that's why, it's nice enough to go in. So, obviously it's the end of a shift. I had a little bit of time and space. Instead of just dumping it, I'm going to throw it on net. I think it might have even surprised me with how hot it came off. I think it surprised the goalie too, so, we'll take it.
After the Kings responded to make it 4-2, the Sens were able to battle back, with Drake Batherson scoring his first of the season and Thomas Chabot following up with his first to tie the game at 4.
Bit of a scrappy game on both sides. I think a lot of the goals that both sides of the goalies would have wanted back, but at the end of the day, that's hockey. It's going to happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen too often, but those are kind of games that are pretty entertaining and fun to play in.
Despite the Kings being able to respond quickly and get their 1-goal lead right back, the fourth line and the depth scoring once again stepped up. Zach McEwen's second of the game to tie it back up at 5.
In the NHL, you got to get yourself in those spots to get it off, and I think I'm doing a better job of that, and just going to continue to keep working on that.
It's 2 big goals. It's nice to see your fourth line helping a lot that way, and you know what? Q came this year to camp and came in good shape and came prepared to play and step in that role. Obviously, big fight to start the game, and then after, again, 2 big goals for us. So obviously, it gave us a lot of momentum. I think everybody had their role, their part in this game.
While a combination of factors offensively worked for the Sens in the second, the power play is what stepped up in the third period, as Claude Giroux picked up his first goal of the season for the 6th Sens goal of the game, and then it was Josh Norris once again on the power play for his first of the year to give the Sens a 7-6 lead.
That was fun. I don't think you get too many of those games. I think it was 15 goals in one game. So, but you got to take it as the game comes, and sometimes that happens. And thought we were resilient and hung in there.
While the Kings would respond, it was once again Josh Norris coming through in overtime.
Works in, Batherson drops it up. Norris in, shoots, scores. Josh Norris, overtime winner, and Ottawa takes a wild one, 8-7.
Couldn't be happier for the guy. He's been through a lot in the last couple of years, and obviously as players, how hard it is mentally for him. So just seeing him back to the old Josh Norris that we know, gets a chance, but finds the back of the net. That's a guy that we all know, and that's a guy that never lost confidence and trust in himself. And obviously took the time from last season this summer, took the time throughout training camp, and just to see him healthy playing hockey again is huge for us.
Some injury updates following today's game. First for Linus Ullmark, who missed practice yesterday and did not dress for today's game. He's dealing with a strain, and Travis Green did say that it is not too serious, though his status is still to be determined for Thursday's game against New Jersey. As for Ridley Gregg, it's 1 to 2 weeks for him with an injury that forced him out of Saturday night's game in Montreal. And as for Artem Zub, who left today's game after taking a hit up high, he is still to be evaluated tomorrow. Travis Green commented on the line combinations and the deep pairings when special teams played a factor in this one after Zub left the game.
When a guy like Zuby goes out, someone else has to step up. It's going to give your 5 and 6 a lot more ice time, and I thought both guys played well. I thought Clev's game's just slowly progressed from the start of camp, and I thought Hammer played a good game tonight as well.
The win puts the Sens at 2-1-0 on the young season, heading into a tilt with the New Jersey Devils on Thursday night here at Canadian Tire Center. It's an 8-7 final in overtime on Thanksgiving Monday. For Sens360, I'm Jackson Starr.